Yes, Sir Lee. Good night, good night. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube fans, Sardicrest fan. Let me bless you up tonight. Welcome again to another episode of the Sardicrest Show. Wherever you are viewing us tonight, wherever you may be, let me just say thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. People, tonight's show, as you know, Sardicrest Show tends to go very long. But just to bring about a little discussion and some breaking news. It's breaking news, yes, maybe not for everyone, but I'm sure that many of us have not yet gotten the sort of information that the Scientific Show have received. But let me welcome my co-host, Mr. Lee, the great Cuban, out of Garvin Masia High School Alliance. What's up, bro?
Yes, bro, I'm here, man. I'm here, sorry if you come taking the show. Shadi, we have on the agenda, sorry, cause
Uh, we
me, me,
need
me,
a
me,
very
ang-
short
me
agenda
anxious,
tonight.
cause when I'm on a breaking news and thing, me get excited.
It's a short agenda tonight, people. It's very, very short. And let me bless up all those in the chat. People, as you come in, hit the like button. Don't stay too long, right? And share the content. I want to say for those of you who always join the show very late, unfortunately, we'll be going for too long. So ensure that you join, and as soon as you come in, I say, hit the like button. Yes, and also share the content. Subscribe if you have not done so, because you can participate through the chat. Again, if you look at the lower end of the screen, the number is the WhatsApp number you can call 876-501-6625. All right, so again, 876-501-6625. And not just for calling WhatsApp, you can call straight if you wish. All right, so just earlier, as you mentioned, big news right across Jamaica, and not just Jamaica, but in football world, I must say, it is, you know, Theodore Whitmore out as coach of Mount Pleasant.
Sorry, when I saw the notification pop up and I saw Theo Whitmore on it and thing, I said, wait, so they have Theo as guests and the whole crew as guests tonight. You know what I mean? I don't say I don't say man get fired.
No, no, let me clear the situation. He's not fired. So
So
Theodore
if
did
you're not
not.
fired, when get what
All
happened
right,
then?
so they did not renew. They had no intention of renewing his contract. And let me apologize, his contract will end at the 31st of July. So they have made it clear to him and his staff going forward that they will not be renewing his contract.
So if you're not reading your contract, now fire get fired, sir.
No, sir.
No?
Yeah.
Why difference?
So the contract has run out
I mean
and they
I
have not
renew it.
renewed it.
So no fire.
Fire, no man, when you fire somebody, it's still under contract. Yes, and you just decide to part company through whatever
Oh,
way or
okay.
form. So that's the major difference. Yes.
Uh,
So as I said, he was not fired before his contract up. They were made clear, and information come out to the people, and you're getting information from close people. Yes, and let me promise you, and this is a promise that I assure my very good friend, sports director of Mount Pleasant, will be on the Saudi Press show not too long from now to give a full explanation of what happened or the reason behind. So there are many reasons. There are a lot of speculation coming from different scope, yes, different people saying different things. I've read in different articles that it was said it is the sports director who said so. Yes, I've heard in different areas and in read too that the manager, Peter Gould, or the owner would have said something. But one of the big statements that was highlighted is that the club decided to do that because they want to go in a different direction. What direction could that be? I think this present coaching staff, headed by Theodore Whitmore, has been very successful. So he joined the club sometime in 2002. Yes, if my memory serves me right. And during that time, between 2002 at present, at the last Premier League finals. He went to two finals. He won the very first one he went to. The club has improved on their points tallies. They have improved on their positions to which they would have ended the regular season. Yes, I remember the first time before he took over, I think the club was ended fourth. The first year they ended third, and hence the second year they ended third, and then the third year I believe, I wonder if I'm jumping the gun, but the first year
But
they ended third, I believe. Yes.
but sorry, how
Second,
many years now they in the league?
oh,
Port
Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant, yeah.
I think they joined the league some 6 or so years,
And how long now Theo with them, a coach?
since 2002. So basically 2.5 years.
Oh, I
Or
mean,
phase.
the club have been consistent ever since them joined the Premier League. They have been consistent anyway,
Well, yes, to some extent, but before Theodore Whitmore, they have never passed the semi-finals.
right? So you'd have came and took them over the hump then.
Mm-hmm.
Took them to two finals, right?
So two finals.
You won one and lost one.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, Mr. Ali,
So
you know
so
how the
sorry.
Premier League, the JPL runs?
Mm,
It has like a league format, and
mm,
the top two would have already booked their place to semi-finals.
right. And then they have
Right.
a playoff.
And then they play off among the other four teams to make the top who is in the top six. Now, Mount Pleasant, they have ended up first and second. Is it first and second? Yes. In the regular season under Theodore Whitmore. And they have won the league under Theodore Whitmore. They have lost at the finals on penalties under Theodore Whitmore. So my whole view of this, I am not too sure that the reason beyond this, where the part company has anything to do with performance. That's just my, it couldn't be
No,
based on,
I think I share the same sentiment, Sadia. I mean, performance wise, I mean, I think the guy have been very successful for the 2 years he's been there, based on
yes.
performance. So, like you said, I would assume that it can't be about performance. It have to be something else, something behind the scene, you know. Where
Now,
I already hear something I don't want to share, Sadia.
don't
Where
be
you
like
hear?
that, Mr. Lee.
Oh, I don't know. I just ask. Can you
Anything
say?
here,
Because you
anything
say you hear
here, I'll
some
bring,
things and
no, but
we say
I,
you hear something. I know
all right,
everything you hear I go share.
let me put it. Mr. Lee, sometimes you come on the show and stick me up, So that giving your co-host credit.
Sorry.
You're behaving as if somebody else are hiding information. And
That's
no,
how it. When the show
yes.
started, so you heard so many things and something. I look
Yes, I say
forward
I
for you.
read. I have read
Read
things.
in and
Yeah.
share some of
So,
what
all
you
right.
read
All
now.
right.
Or some
All
of
right.
the things that we hear now are,
So the
people
observer
have to
would have got
speculate,
some information,
Mm,
that
mm.
the sports director, and you know who the sports director is? Paul Christie. He came on this show before, and he will
Yeah,
be back very soon. Yes.
yeah, he was here, but I wasn't on the show that night.
Or he
So
wasn't on the show. Okay.
no,
So he
but
said that Paul Christie would have confirmed that the club is moving in a different direction for next season. Yes, noting that Theodore and the coaching staff of their decision. So they have taken the decision, they notify Theodore Whitmore, and reasons for that they are going to different directions, or a different direction from which they are now. Now, before I said anything on that, Sir Lee, I wonder what the direction could have been. Just ask, because in my view, if the coach and the coaching staff has been so successful, or the club has, tasted success under Theodore Whitmore, what could have been the different direction to which they are going?
no, maybe sorry, maybe the owner just want going want a different environment.
Okay.
Just want a different environment around the team, man. Different personnel.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe they want to change style of play. Could be something to that extreme too. So
Okay.
we shall
Yeah,
wait and see.
yeah, man. There are different reasons, but my view, though, sir, and this is what I want to bring about before.
So what are your speculation then, Sadi?
All right,
Your personal speculation.
all right. Put it this way: I don't have any speculation per se, but my view on that. I believe it has to do with financial stability or instability, if you want to put it that way. Now, I have heard some figures that Mount Pleasant, yes, has been spent the type of money Mount Pleasant spent on Premier League football and the football club of the academy, if you want to put it that way. Crazy. Based on those information, if anything to go in that direction, and I don't want to speculate on the amount of money they have been spending,
Right.
because as I say, hopefully, and in short order, we'll have Paul Christie to give us some real information. Now, saying that to say, Sir Lee, saying that to say, what I've heard that the monies that Mount Pleasant spent on salaries can run two other clubs in this country.
Well, Sadi, now that you said that, that make a lot of sense.
Yes,
Yeah, man, that make a
that
lot of
is
sense, man.
that is how it is.
Because in a business you can pay out more than we are carrying, so it don't make no sense.
Mhm.
Unsustainable that way.
So,
So that make a lot of sense to me.
yeah, man. So
Hmm.
you see, that's my view, though. And if that is so, I don't know sustain how much they could sustain that spending.
Right.
Because, all right, I am not too sure, and I'm sorry that I have to touch some information that I don't have solid info. What
So
did
the
I say?
speculation we are go with, right?
No, I'm not. I can't remember how much money the winning team of the Premier League would get. I can't remember. But let me put it this way: based on other information, I'm almost sure that the Premier League team would have spent over $12 million for the season.
So that gonna include coaching staff and players and all them
Yes,
things. Cause
man.
they do
Yes.
pay the players them too, right?
Yes. Yes. So, and I'm not sure if they're getting $20 million if they win. So
Yes, so,
using that,
so,
and they might be getting less than what is being spent.
right.
So how feasible it is for a club to be paying one player in excess of $250,000?
That's a lot of spending because you know and I know that based on the turnout of most of these games, gate ticket can't cover a lot of things.
No, no way at
You
all.
know, the money with the car at the gate just can't cut it. So and I don't know if there's no revenue coming in from company or sponsorship. I don't know how that part of it go, but I mean, this is
Certainly.
something that we touched base upon before, sorry, that there's no money coming in to really run the club a certain way. Or people don't like it for run in a professional way.
Mhm.
It
You're right.
just it just not gonna happen.
You're right, sir.
Not
And go ahead.
not not at that standard in Jamaica. So just like you stated, it have to be a financial move, which would make a lot of sense.
All
Would
right.
make a lot of sense.
Now, if you have,
Trust me.
let's say, five players, I'm just going to limit it to five players in a squad that you're paying excess of $250,000. No, this seems to be the reverse as it relates to in Europe, where you can't play the players, or the players are not paid better than the coaches.
Run that by me again, Sadi. In
In
Europe,
Jamaica,
what?
in
Hmm.
Jamaica, it is the reverse of what's happening in Europe.
Right. So in
Because
Jamaica, the coaches get paid more than the players.
more than,
Right.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people may disagree, but from all indications, information that they have received, yes, big up yourself, D. Carvoda. Big up yourself, big up yourself. I wonder if this man is a Mount Pleasant fan. I know you're a Claridad man still. Sir Carl, bless up, man. The point, what I'm trying to bring across, though, Sir Lee, Mount Pleasant, and earlier we did a show, if you remember, when we look at the Mount Pleasant setup, the type of monies that they spend, they tend to lure or get the best players on the island to play for Mount Pleasant. Or should I say some of the best name keepsake players.
But not only on the island, even from overseas. You know, touch about the Trinidad players, the youngster from Trinidad and other players that get from overseas, right?
But they're not the only ones.
Didn't they have a Brazilian player one time or something like that?
I don't remember that. No, I bring no
or
rumors
or
from the
or
club.
Mobile United have a Brazilian. One of them have a
Well,
Brazilian
Mobi tend to have a link with the Brazilians more than any other club. But saying that to say though, I am not sure because the youngster from Trinidad, these whole contractual arrangement can be, probably less than, you know, I have to keep them out. I don't want to call any names.
You
But
mean
I'm telling you, the players at Mount Pleasant, they are well paid. That much I can say.
and not only say on a personal level they're getting paid well not sorry, but they still have to maintain certain standard as far as environmental living or you know what I mean?
Well, that's another story, sir.
Yeah, so money have to spend this too.
That's another story.
You
So,
know?
so saying to say, if they should part company with the coaches, that would have been big bucks. And part, as a part company with the coaches, sir, because how serious this is to me is that the fact that the coaches, in my view, are are earning big bucks that could go on, you know, a far way having to pay a coach of less, what would I say, maybe less qualification, maybe less, not a big brand name. Because believe it or not, a national coach, and you probably can say Theodore is an international coach because he has coached his reggae boys are the national team in international tournament. So
Well,
Theodore Whitmore is not a flukes coach.
yeah, you could have said him have a good resume.
Have a big one.
Right.
Yes.
But, but
If you ask me, Sirly, right now in Jamaica, all the coaches coaching in Jamaica, Theodore Whitmore would have been the biggest resume.
mm,
Yes. It
but
has been said or could have been debated that Theodore Whitmore would have had or played one of the best national teams at the Gold Cup. Yes. So, it's a whole lot. So I don't think a little club like Alliance could afford Theodore or Piba. What do you
I don't think so, man. No
think?
way.
So a big money thing.
We are to our league. But sorry, let me
Yes.
ask you a question. With a club like Mount Pleasant,
Mhm.
who you have to say easy well have some of the best talent
Yes.
in the Jamaica Premier League. Um, how much important a good coach play? If you have a team full of good quality player, you think you can get away with more of a less, so to speak, top class coach if you have a team with good talent. You know, if you can get a more of a lesser when I say no, lesser quality coach, if you want to put it like
Our
that, or
character.
yeah, or you know, with a coach with more of a smaller resume than the outgoing coaching staff, couldn't get them to come do a pretty much the same job, probably even better. Because sometimes coaching is all about motivation anyway,
You
you know.
you that's a very good point, Sir Lee.
So
Very
we
good
don't
point.
know what
But you see, what I would say as it relates to that though, character, a coach's character and philosophy is very, very important. Because in my few years as a coach, I recognize that the hardest season I have was the team that was more experienced and more talented. Because just the whole matter to deal with these youngsters, and I say youngsters, let me use players who, in their own fear, think they know it, they already play it, they have the experience of it. Yes. And when you as a coach, to make a selection and leave out a big player out of a team on a particular match day, it takes a lot of guts. And others may not see the reason not playing or starting that player. So you have to have that level of character. Yes. And a lesser coach may find it difficult to manage these type of players. Or should I say a less inexperienced coach. Yes. Would probably find it difficult to manage those players. But on the other side, if you have players with good professional conduct, they are professional. The professionalism is of such where they are willing to follow the instructions and they are willing to do what is asked of them. Then any quality coach should be able to coach them. The problem lies when you can't have that mediation between coach and players. So I don't know. It is. We always say that if you make the players comfortable, you'll get a lot out of them. But if they are too comfortable too, I see Mount Pleasant have players who are there just in the season in advance and they're making big monies. Big money. Yes. I know of other clubs who have players, senior players, who have 4 and 5 seasons under their belt. And they're not playing. They're either injured or something else. And they are making the most money. They're getting the biggest salary in the clubs. So if you have those type of situations, those are opportunities for you as a manager, as a coach, yes, to look into and say it makes no sense having a player sitting on the bench for an entire season and he's earning in excess of $250,000. And I'm not
Yeah,
sure all the time those players are really injured.
yeah,
But you know,
but sorry, is it a situation where those players would have been under some form of contract agreement?
of course they are.
Yeah, so if
Yes.
somebody, so if you're under a contract agreement and you got injured from playing for the club, then them can't just cut you like that without you getting your money, the balance side. Because you're under a contract and you got hurt on the job.
So the point I'm making is
So
you will have to find a way, and I will have to end those contracts. Why? It means if
you'd have to go do what, sorry?
terminate the contracts, man.
Terminate the contracts.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna
Pay
understand,
them off.
pay them pay them off when before the season done.
Yes. All right. What
Oh,
I'm saying
okay,
is
okay,
this.
okay. So hold on, sorry. So you're gonna terminate them contract, but they're gonna get their full salary though.
Yes, man.
That was promised.
Oh, yes.
Then sorry,
What I'm
then that
saying.
now benefit you. Then you lose
No,
out.
look at the benefit. Look at the benefits early. Having a player paying and not playing,
Hmm.
to me, sacrifice that player. Getting somebody who else will play. So anyway, short and playing time, or on player for that matter. This is a professional thing I'm talking about. These are players who, and I'm saying this
But
because I have known, hold on, sorry. And I said this, it's very, it will sort of being a mischievous sort of statement. But listen, a contradiction. I know players, sir, who are professing or behaving, pretending to be injured. Yes? So they're injured so they can't train a particular way, but they want to play because they're getting your money and they're under contract. Now, I'm not saying that all the players who are injured, that's what they're going to do. You get what I'm saying? And I believe you have to know, get into some other legal matters. The transfer windows are coming up. Bid for some of these players. Somebody, we don't call it now,
so,
the smaller club would gladly take them if they
so,
are willing to
so
take smaller
sorry,
salaries. Mhm.
stick up in. Let me try if you understand what you just said.
Yes.
I want to try to get the full understanding of the statement you just make.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that you know of players who have been injured then
Hmm.
on the bench, and what you're trying is a situation where they'd have want to play, but they're not, they wasn't in the best shape to play
Man, they don't want to play,
from
man. They
injured
just
men.
listen to me, I suppose.
No, yeah, no. Me actually understand what you're saying, Asadi, because maybe
They
me I
don't want.
misunderstand what you said. Because based on my understanding of what you saying, right?
Mhm.
It's like the players them them not supposed to play, but them want to play because them are under contract and they want to get paid. That's all.
All right, not in it, not full. Let me see if I can
You understand what me
clear it.
just say, look on?
Yeah, man, me understand.
Eh.
So me figure that
So
that's what you're saying. I'm saying.
that's
Put
what
it
you're saying,
no, no,
huh?
no, no, no. There are
Okay.
players
Uh-huh.
they want to play in the games, but they don't want to train.
Okay.
All right,
But are they on the injured list?
some of them.
Because if a player is on the injured list, they're supposed to have like a team doctor who supposed to evaluate these players and clear them when if they can play or not. And that's the way it works.
All right,
Or if a
so
player have a particular injury, it's supposed to be
that,
a timeline where such injury should have been healed, whether 2, 3 weeks or a month. And
you see
after
the,
that, you get a new evaluation, and then you're supposed the doctor, team doctor, supposed to tell us, this guy is supposed to be able to play now. You want the contract. I
that
think that's
sort
the way
of
it works. Hmm?
the sort of exposure that you and I have now as it relates to international runnings, like what you mention of team doctors and holding players accountable with their injuries and recovery and all of that. I am not too sure if the clubs in Jamaica playing in the JPL are able to tie down a team doctor or such. Yes, you may find a few of them who has that luxury. You get what I'm saying? And again, from my own experiences, some doctors, I don't think we're working with sports per se doctors. If you want, if I can't find the right term.
All right, so I say it's a joke thing then.
No, I'm not. So most time in the boss, because of
It's
financial
like,
constraint, we work with a general practitioner, yes, to
yeah,
help
man.
us out.
Okay,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? But not a
Yeah.
sports
So we
medical
work. So
personnel.
we work with a nurse then.
Even a nurse.
Yeah. All right. So,
No, of course, we work with nurses.
yeah, but for any injury though, sorry, if you get hurt playing a game, you have to go see some form of doctor or seek some form of
Yes,
medical
man.
help.
And
So
Mr. Lee, I will say that to say, I'm not telling you if you get hurt in a game or for the club, you must just throw them away. No. The point what I'm making is those clubs, those players who are fooling around, sir. And I'm telling you, it's just that I'm not gonna call names of clubs or players. But I'm telling you, believe it or not, Mr. Lee, they are those type of players. And the clubs are going through, some of them are afraid to pull them in. Yes. But again, the type of contracts that are laid down, I can't speak to that. But somehow, I have seen clubs, and I'm going to say it again, and I've seen players who, they, all right, let me give you an example then, sir. If a player is injured, good, if a player is injured, the timeline that you made mention would have or should have been conveyed to coaches or whoever. Now, within that period of time, there are recovery training. Yes,
right,
there are some clubs that have said you are not training, but you are still expected to visit the training session. Am I right?
yeah,
So you still look and go on and you do your rehabs.
right,
Them not did it. Them injuries to them, you don't see them around.
yeah. But sadly, so that's up to the club, though, because
So this is why I'm
if you
saying,
have a business and are you employ a group of person then for work for you, and you have them on a contract. Then in the contract you're supposed to simulate some form of rules.
yeah, man, and
Outline
they
some
should be,
form of rules that okay, even if you're injured, you're supposed to be coming at training or ac- accompanying us to games. Just to show your support behind the
exactly those
bench
clause,
and
yes.
all those stuff. So if you are on a team and you don't have those into writing from day one, then nobody now follow the rules. And if you have those into writing and everything, and guys now follow the rules, then that's where you just get rid of them. Then just like what you said,
Mm.
plain and
So
simple.
this and that is what I am alluding to, sir Lee. Just that me never want to come out and say all of this when I say no.
No man, but
But
straightforward, sir. If I something when I writing already and guys are breaking rules and not follow the rules and I'm still get paid and thing, then we're not no brainer that man, we get rid of them.
no, man, fine, fine. With this explanation, fine.
Yeah, if that's the
So, so,
case.
so, so
Yeah.
my thing about it now is that if I'm looking at a club like Mount Pleasant, who have a plethora of players, yes, they have I think their financial backing is very strong. If it wasn't strong, they could never undertake or undertook these initiatives. Because I'm telling you, sir, at one stage, half of Jamaica dislike Mount Pleasant, They dislike Mount Pleasant because they say Mount Pleasant is purchasing or taking away all the good players.
Because they were financial shop. but but
Yes,
but but
strong.
but sadly with in reality, just like with any business or way of life. I mean, if you're gonna pushing out more than what you're taking, then how sustainable that gonna be
Ah,
eventually? Over
good.
time, at some point, changes have to make our things just are gonna stop.
So that's my take. That's
You know what I
fully
mean?
my take.
So,
That's fully my take.
no, with that said, Sadi, and we're having this discussion, but I'm curious, feel like to go on the insides of some of those permanent club, like who, those club would have been around from in the 80s then and
Yes.
always in the Premier League. So like Waterhouse would not be one of them. Which other team always in the Premier League?
But you see, one of the things is no.
Waterhouse is at on Tivoli Garden,
Arnett, Arnett,
Arnett Garden, Tivoli Garden,
yes.
Waterhouse. Who else again?
Ah,
Those are some of the teams
Portmore.
that Portmore. Since Portmore come off, Portmore was originally Hazard from
No,
North
but
Clarendon until they moved to
From Hazard come in the Premier League and within they have never dropped up. They're
right,
always there.
and then they
And that
moved
was from the early 90s.
right exactly. So those are one of the top team. I remember you'd have team from then in the 80s who not around no more. Like even Reno
You
out
know,
of Westmoreland.
I
You have
always want to know what's happening.
Wadada.
Why
Used to
the
have Seba. All
Tucans?
them teams there.
Well,
So
Siba is
those
a man to come to United now.
right. So those teams would have come and folded. So it have to be something how they run the financial part of the business, especially like Waterhouse, Tivoli, and Arnett Garden for them to be around. Man. I mean, Abbeville would have been one of those teams also, right?
Yeah, man. How about
Right,
you?
right,
Long-standing teams.
right. So it have to be, what's the trick behind how they do their thing financial wise for them to be able to sustain for all these years, and they really never really get dropped out of the Premier League, but they're always there.
Mhm.
But I think as one of the original teams from day one, because so many teams would have come and go in the Premier League,
I have
not
started
around
a
no more.
little survey slash research. I
Hmm.
never reached too far. Time gets the better of me. I
Hmm.
was trying to get, information from clubs, yes, the existing clubs who were there, just as you mentioned, from the 80s, coming up. Because there are a number of clubs that are actually playing football in Jamaica, different competitions. And FIFA and JFF has come up with something that all the players in your club must register on a particular platform. Now, if they are not registered on the platform, they are exempt. No, not exempt, but they should not be playing then for the club. Now,
You, you mean that's the way it is now?
yeah, man.
That's the way it's structured now, where it's supposed to.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. So one of the thing about it now, you must have a national ID to register. Yes. So either a driver's license, national ID, or a passport. There are some youngsters who I can't believe, 20, 21, 22, who are without national IDs, Mr. Lee. So what I'm saying is that the structure of the club needs to be improved. So all of those little factors that have caused an issue, the club should be able to take care of those issues because they know what's happening now. So,
So it's all about good management,
yeah,
Sadi.
man, management
Mm.
structure is very important.
And that's why Mount Pleasant would have made the move that they did. They gotta revamp things, cause
Yeah, man. So
you know.
it's right. So people, hit the like button. I realize you and you're just listening. Nobody want to say anything. Link in the chat if you want to jump on and say something. Remember, people, we're not going for too long. Big up yourself, Carl. How much system? Hey,
Where is it?
Carl.
It turned on the name, sorry.
Carl, I want to go and Bridget. Tell me. I use two devices. All right, sir. So you, me happy for that. Hit the like button and twice. I make sure say on both devices you subscribe. Real star boy. So Mr. Lee, back to the business that and the argument is that if it is my speculation is so, I am I strongly support the issue. And that's just my take. Can't
Yep.
be anything else. Can't be any other direction that the club want to go. Because you can't have a coaching staff that has been so, should I say, successful, yeah, within a short period of time. And it is a factor of technical issues why they are parting company. No. But if there's anything else, I'm sure sports director Christie will be happy to grace us very soon. And I'll be reaching out to him hopefully this Friday. Can't let it pass because these news are hot, you know. The news I heard that Theodore or the team has put out some information as it relates to that. So I don't hear it yet. I'll be trying to get Mr. Whitmore. Know that he won't take any interview right away, but I get some information. So, on the eve of it though, with all of this, a very important aspect, or another very, very interesting part of this dynamic, a very interesting link in this chain. What you think happened? So Mount Pleasant has named a coach.
Huh? They already named a coach, a replacement already?
Yes, sir.
A joke, yeah, again. Yeah?
Unbelievable. So they have named a coach, Mr. Lee.
So do you know the name of the coach already?
Yes, sir. Coach is my friend too. In sports. Is a very good friend as it relates to coaching. But this man is a senior coach in the country. He has experience. But not just that he has experience, he was the director of football in Mount Pleasant. So he joined, sir. He joined Mount Pleasant sometime last year as director of football. So I am wondering, before I even say the name, I am just wondering if that is a part of the strategic plan that this man would have been the coach in another year or two, but he would have here now to learn the culture of the club, to understudy, yes, the positive ethos of the club and the coaching staff. Because if he's the director of football, you'd have had a big say in the technical aspect of the club. What do you think about that, sir?
Yeah, but I tend to agree with you, Sadi, the way you just stated. Again, as you said earlier, it's a financial decision,
Mm-hmm.
and once it's a financial decision, there's no other way. There's no other way
So
out.
I am not.
We just have a clean house and a revamp and create new environment, less cost.
Big up yourself, Naka. Yeah, man,
You
big
know,
up, big up, big up. No, Lee, seriously. The name of the new head coach is Harold Thomas. Harold Thomas is a former coach of Riverly United out of Spanish Town. He has coached Harborview before. He has coached a number of Premier League teams in this country. He has
you ever
coached
coached in a
Dumbo.
school? You ever coached in schoolboy football?
It seems like I look at coaching on Sally, but we don't get to
No,
understand.
man, no. I'm just ask. You run down the team them that you would have coached with the experience. But I
I
just
can't
butt in and
remember.
ask
I
if you ever
can't
coach.
remember off the bat.
Okay.
It is always in the Premier League. So the last team he has coached, I think, was Dumbo Holding. I don't remember. Yeah, Dumbo Holding. He has coached at Harbourview. He used to coach Rivali.
But
And
with all those experience, sorry, how successful was he coaching all those teams that you would have mentioned?
well, he has never won the league. That much I can say. But one thing I know about Harold, he's a sort of a development coach. Yes. Most times his teams are not the financially stable team or financially strong teams. You took at a Rivali, yes, a Dumbo Holding, and so on. I think Waterhouse probably would have been one of the club that, are able to stand up for many years and still standing tall as it relates to every aspect of the game, the structure, the management structure, and all of that. However, not all the times the players or the teams are the best for any coach. You work with what you have. So, as it is now, I cannot say to you that yes, he is one that has seen success across the board. But with that experience, I think you have something to offer.
So you think they're going to be a good fit?
Right now, I don't think so. Right, looking at it, I can't see it. I can't see it because I, Mr. Lee, this whole thing just strange. As me say, no, Aral is a quality coach. Yes, but you have some good coach, but they are not serial winners. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
I say
listen.
this to
At
say
the
this.
end of the day, sir, the result that count,
Yeah, man, that is true.
So if it, at the end of the day, if come next season you don't have a winning season, or even take this team of quality when it come to players to another final at least, I mean, it's gonna be a failure.
Well, sir, I'm not sure. I will. Well, it depends on how the club will look at it. Because remember, he's presently. Listen to what I'm saying. Prior to him being the head coach or named the coach, is the director of football. So if he has that to offer to Mount Pleasant, then it will take more than just a one season to let him go. Because I believe he's rooted in the club in all that levels of management. Just saying. So if the club is saying that they are looking again to win the Premier League next year, then if he fails, but if they don't give us any reason than to
No,
say they are going into a different direction, certainly.
no,
And
but sadly, with every team, they're playing to win the trophy at the end of the season. You are going into a different direction,
no, sir.
financial wise. So what you're saying now, because they're going to a different direction, winning the league next year is not important anymore.
No, man, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. And this, I want you to understand what I'm saying. Greetings, sir. So, Aaron, big up yourself. Sadi and your guest. This is the co host, sir. He's no guest anymore. He has been here for almost a year now. He's the co host, Sir Lee. Bless up
Yeah.
yourself. For South Canada. Lee, what may I try to say? When I look at the performance of the team, the results that the team has got over the past 3 years, yes, that's what I'm saying. And for you to come and say you want to go in a different direction, no. I can't really think it is for winning the Premier League. I don't think that would have been the number one reason. Or probably number two or number three reason.
Yeah, but sadly,
Having it, yeah.
we already draw the conclusion. Say it's not about
Yes, so this is what I'm saying. But you ask the question, I say, well, if it's not important to win the Premier League again. So that's why I'm saying it. But,
Be-
sorry, a big but. Since we had speculated and we believe that it is for a financially reason, yes, that they have charged that. It is also said that Peter Gould is also looking to spend more, put more on the academic thing. You understand what I'm saying? And the
mm.
academy instead of the club factor.
So you say you want to concentrate more on the schoolboy football instead of
No
the
man, they
Premier League.
don't play any schoolboy football.
I thought somebody said there was plan. They're about to enter into the schoolboy football. Oh,
For some
huh?
years they have been trying to get into ISA, yes, to be a part of the ISA run organizations. But for them to be as such, they have to be a part of the Ministry of Education structure. But it was not successful then. I'm not sure of the position where they are now and that. So, we probably can look forward for a more viable, if you want to put it that way, a more viable academy. Because I think Mount Pleasant has lost a lot from that academy. There are players who they brought in free of cost from all over the globe, even in the Caribbean. And as they reach 13, or should I say 15 years old, their schools would have gone in and take them away for some under some arrangement between school and club. But after school, they did not return to Mount Pleasant. So I think with that, spending so much or investing in the youth and then, you know, after 1920, there are no assistant, they don't nothing at all from the club's perspective. They have not given back to the club. So hopefully that's a thing of the past and they will work on that. People, again, let me just ask that you hit the like button as you come. We have 13 minutes to the end of the show, people. All right, Sir Lee, how things are
Yes,
going? Can
yes,
I get
sir.
like out there?
Yes, sir.
All right, so looking at it now. So, how do you see it, Sir Lee? You think this move is a good move outside of the things that we cover? The coaching swap. Let me put something to you before you answer. Coming in August, I think Mount Pleasant has the as the Caribbean Club Championship to represent. They should represent Jamaica, yes, they're close, at the Caribbean Club Championship. Or is it CONCACAF? I think it's Caribbean Club Championship. Put it there for now. But one of those regional or international competition, they will be a part of in August. So I believe that would be the coach's first assignment.
No,
So what you think about decision now?
I mean, listen, we just gotta wait and see now in Saudi. We
Mhm.
already know, we already established some form of agreement, at least between me and you, that it's a financial move.
Okay.
So that's good. They're gonna be saving on that aspect of the move pertaining to the salary of the whole coaching staff. Now, as far as the coaching the team and the result, they're gonna hopefully achieve some winning. We just have to wait and see that part of it.
Yeah.
How that part gonna structure out. I mean, it could be a good move, it could be a bad move. But how we gonna judge it if it's a bad move come next season? So it's God gonna depends on the result. 'Cause to me, if they don't make it back to the final again, I think it's not so much of a success season.
Well,
If they retain all those talent from last season, put it like that.
I,
Cause who knows who gonna be there as far as players?
well, I was told too
Hmm.
that there will be a clearing out of many players.
Players too. So maybe they look forward to cut financial ties with players too.
Yes,
Because
of course. Can't
so
be just like that.
it's gonna be a whole different ball game then, Saudi.
So that means if that is going
If
on,
that's the
I
case
think
then, nah.
we shouldn't be looking. for this level of performance, getting away the successful coaches and then the players. It would have been meant, in my view, that is a rebuilding process.
Yep. Yep.
So, not reaching the final wouldn't be a failure,
No.
or not winning.
No.
Yeah, it
Because
wouldn't be.
if they're not gonna retain the same quality of players, then we cannot judge them, or we can't expect you know for them to reach to the final or semi-final again.
Well, look at this now, Sir Lee. I have one thing to share with you, and I want to ask a question because we're soon coming to the end of the show. As it relates to Mount Pleasant and the type of money they spend on players, Cavaliers and Rodolph Speed would have spent far less on players than what Mount Pleasant spent, and they are the champions. What do you make of that?
Well, two different team, two different management, two different direction, or two different philosophy. Because you'd have known Cavalier would have more stick to younger players.
And they set
You
out
know
to
what I
win the
mean?
competition.
Right. And then they gotta give Speed a lot of credit. Again, coaching is coaching style. Cause to me, coaching is all about motivation. And if you can motivate these youngsters to play at a high level, that means doing a good job as a coach. Because not every coach can get 100 out of a player in a study.
Hmm.
And if
No
you don't
doubt,
have control of your players and you respect of your players and players who are willing to run through the wall for you, you're not gonna be a successful coach.
no doubt about that, sir. No
Yes,
doubt.
man.
You are
If you
spot
can't
on it.
motivate and you have to give Mr. Speed a lot of credit. Because most of the youth them appear youngster schoolboy him use.
Exactly. And
And have
so,
it and have the youth them believe in themselves that they can go out there and win it. And when
and
you have
sir,
such when you have such mindset study, then yeah, them have a winning formula going
yeah,
on
man,
there now.
you then just play, man. Then just play and enjoy themselves because guess what? They have nothing to lose if you ask me, yes?
No, but
And
sorry,
by saying that they are competing with
with
men.
adults, yeah, but you have to give Speed the whole lot of credit.
Yeah, man, speed get people like man, if you ask me.
Yeah, man. I hear
You have to
man
big up
because
speed.
because listen, how many clubs can take all these little youngsters right out of high school and have them a play such at a such high level?
You know,
You know what I
interesting,
mean?
interesting piece of information here. Just to recap some a show particular. On this very show, on this platform, our very good friend Ansi would have stated that he doesn't like speed type of football.
And seeing don't like no type of football
But
at Jamaica.
let us take it on a little. And he also have there was somebody in the chat that was talking about the type of football as well. But where I was surprised about Ansi's statements because Ansi would have been one of the media personnel a Cavalier at
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
so I wonder why. But I've watched Cavaliers, sir, and while they play the direct football, I've seen many times that they keep this football and play it around. So Coach Speed would have known and studied his opponents and said, this is the way I'm going to play against these particular opponent. And that's why he was so successful.
Listen,
Twist it
wha-
around.
whatever Mr. Speed or whatever philosophy you have, it's working. And when the youngster them come in and them outline them game plan, it working.
It worked.
90% of the time it working.
It worked, man. No
You know
doubt
what I
about
mean? So you can't question this a guy and him style of playing and him method because at the end of the day at the result and him a get the result.
it. Right.
For the past how many years now? 5 years now, him always not the
Just
top.
in the top four every
Yeah,
single year.
yeah, yeah. I
Yes.
mean, and who him using? Youngsters.
But
You know what
certainly,
I mean? So I'm spending far less money than other clubs.
wireless Speed would have
You
said
know.
that I don't have to spend that type of money to win the league. And that's what he did.
Hmm.
Aaron is saying that most of these YouTubes YouTubers don't rate Jamaica as homegrown footballers. You're absolutely right. And you see, it's not just the footballers they don't rate them, they don't rate the coaches either. The leagues in Jamaica, people, I'm telling you, the quality of the league, yes, I believe is sort of below par, but it is growing. I'm telling you, JPL this year, as the marketing of JPL in the past couple of years has been wonderful.
I know, so we share the same sentiments, Adi. I think it was was a wonderful
Yeah,
season, you know.
good season, very
You
good
know what I
season.
mean? And
I think
I think for the most part, the quality of ball was all right. I mean, I don't know what people expect. Sometimes these people go out there and they watch the English Premier League and Spanish league and Italian league, and then come try compare like they expect Jamaica to play the same quality
and
ball, and that's not the case, man.
that is the problem, sir.
You know, that's not the case, and those guys overseas have better pitches than what we have. You know what I mean? So that lot of things kind of contribute to the type of ball we play. But I think for the most part, though, I mean, that's I watch a lot of games this past season compared
Mhm.
to previous years. And I did enjoy myself. I look forward on Sunday to watch them games. On Monday night when to watch some games. You know, as much as the quality might not up to par like overseas, but there's no way you can you fear if you have that comparison.
You
You
know,
know,
I tell a lot of
you know what I
people
mean?
this. While it's not an easy thing to watch the JPL, some games, especially when you go and match them live early, because you don't get the atmosphere in it. You don't have the crowd that cheering the team, so the atmosphere is different.
You mean Jamaica Premier League, you
Mhm.
thought? Mm.
There are some games, and atmosphere has a lot to do with the quality of the game. That 12 man, that 13, that sort of, you know, intricacy around. But when you're at home, and even though some of the games that you watch on TV, those are the big games you could go and watch as well. But if you get the opportunity to watch some of those games, when you look at the teams that were relegated, when you watch them on TV, it sort of look a little better, yes? Because you're able to look and to evaluate the game by itself. Then you go there and have to complain that like this, like that. But the truth is, we can't compare JPL with a EPL, with a La Liga, with a you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. The facilities are different, the resources are different. I mean, trust me, when you look at the field,
Sorry.
mhm,
Go ahead, finish.
when you look at the fields that we play here, very few fields are up to standard of
And I,
international.
and I think you know what I'm sorry. I think it's work in progress. You know, I think someday the field quality gonna get better. When I think with the national stadium though, I think they have too much things going on at the national stadium.
Well, that's a different.
Too much activity, and then that's the same feel I'm used to play like international games. You know, with I think that kind of suck. You
Yes,
understand? Because we
I
have one big stage show tonight and have a big game tomorrow on the same pitch.
one of the
You know what I
problems we
mean?
see with the national
Joke thing.
stadium,
That's a joke thing.
it is some level of joke, Mr. Lee. But when you look at the management of the facility, the funds that are needed. So when they get a chance to rent it and make some little money, to, make the maintenance, you can't really kill them because look, if the national field just gonna stay there, the national stadium just gonna stay there until football ready to play, or track and field come. What is it?
Where's
Start being used.
where's how they should build another stadium or build something else then where you know with a nice pitch where you know so when a team come play you use that stadium
So I don't think we
or
need
that
more
field.
than two real stadium in Jamaica.
You know.
We need some good pitches. So anywhere the fields are, we set up a pitch then, and we are right. We don't need no whole heap of
But
a stadium.
sorry, you know, man, I like to see a Jamaican Premier League um team them start though.
Mm.
All right, like for instance, like couple of the games them, like bring them overseas. Like like you don't have schedule a game between Waterhouse or Mount Pleasant or any team. Just pick any two team
I
and
carry
you know
them.
have a game scheduled for New York.
Mm.
Have a game scheduled. You know anyway, no predominant a lot of Jamaicans are. You know what I mean? as a marketing structure, and I'm tell you say you don't have a big turnout because we can see something they done something like that in the NFL, where they play games like in Europe, in England, and they
Yes.
have a couple of NFL games they play in England,
It goes
overseas.
right back.
So I
You'd
think
have to get the
Jamaica,
sponsorship from overseas, though.
yeah, man, I don't think they should have any problem doing that because I think people will turn out and support it doing aside of me. I tell you, me personally, not definitely. If it
So you
within
think get
if
receipt?
it within driving distance from me, me definitely don't support that. Don't
So,
love to go
so,
watch
so
that.
sorry, you think get receipts at those games would I able to cover the expenses?
Me think so.
Free?
I think so. Honestly, I honestly think so. I honestly think so. Yeah, man. I honestly think so, man. You'll be surprised because you have a lot of people in the diaspora still are
No, man, I
living
know,
in a
I
state
know,
that's still where
I know, but
with turn out, man. I even when time Jamaica play over here, anywhere people turn out will support the team more than we turn out down at Jamaica,
but I'm saying there are a
Big
whole
time,
heap of money that costing. Thinking about airfares, accommodation, yeah, and
Yeah.
all of those things. It
No,
comes a lot, but it's
which
a
is
good
true,
marketing strategy.
but
I concur it
but I
fully,
think
but
I think they could try that though. I think they could try that and I say for example, then go to book and schedule a game early enough. I
mhm,
mean, next season schedule already out already, and you schedule that game in a New York, some stadium in a New York, and you start sell ticket and have fans already before you know it. Start the ticket them sell off already.
well,
Because
as
you'd have established a fan base. And people look forward to it.
all
You know
right,
what I
so
mean?
you're
So
you're not
once the
sure
things
that.
start grow bigger and bigger, now you don't say, boy, all right, yo, me already obtain my full ticket already. Set my date and what house or who a play or whatever. We are going to go watch it and support it. You'll be surprised. I think they should try something like that though. You
All
never
right.
know.
All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Well, I'll add to that. I don't think it would make very good one for just one game, though, in terms of within that period of time. It would be good to have, you know, 2, 3 games
Hmm.
going on. And that I understand that you have the fans of the different clubs would have turned out much more. But hold on. Yes, yes. Horace, as you said, that you cannot expect the best of everything, which is right. Our school track and field championship is the best in the world. Many other countries are not even close to Jamaica. Despite the poor football pitches, the players don't let that stop them. It can't stop us, because that is what we have. That is what we have. I mean, we complain because we're the play. Most of the players who people who complain about the pitches in Jamaica are not those who are playing in the Mr. League. Are people who are watching like me,
No, but
because
sorry,
mm,
we can't complain about the pitch still, but some of the time I'm not the pitch alone. The quality of players them suck too, but we have to work with.
no, I'm just saying,
You know what I
based
mean?
on why
So
you mark hard, man.
no, but I
Big up,
shoot, man.
big up yourself, being the
But
boss.
me love watch them though still.
Right. So
It
Dean
and
is saying,
schoolboy football, man. I mean that.
Dean is saying, listening and learning have been out of touch recently. Yeah, man, you need to come on the show more regularly. Trust me. That costs monies, and I think the initiative that you mentioned, Horace is saying it costs a lot of money. Dean, just join. So I don't know what was discussed earlier. Do you think Harold Thomas is highly rated? Is a highly rated coach? Dean, me know you know. Name say them. What's the relationship, bro, Dean? But I can't answer that one as it relates to a highly rated coach, but he's an experienced coach. He's been around for a while with different clubs, different environments. So he has that know how. And I know he has a very good football brain. That much I can say in terms of what he has done, what I know him as. But as it relates to rated, I'm not sure that he's one of the highly rated coach, if you want to ask me, because one of the things I can tell you, if you want to see who get ratings, look at those who are coaching in the schoolboy football. That's where people talk about coaching and ratings. Am I like, you have more fan base around that and so on. But um, yeah, I can't say how much high rated he has or he has been. Know that he is experienced and have some real quality about him. So let's see what happens. And we'll hear more of persons who know him and work with him. You know about that. We say, or else easy said than done. Well, that is right. Then again, what rule it is used to judge coaches in Jamaica? Ah, T, T. You are so. Hey, what kind of question that you ask me? You know, Sally,
Why
you ask
question?
what rubric is used to judge coaches in Jamaica.
To judge the coaches, then
Yes.
we go by result, man.
All right.
Win
So,
and loses. Win
so
and
one,
loss. You know?
results, yes.
Yeah.
Championship, how the team look or how they play, yes. Can we love a team will look attractive,
A
rather I'm
result.
right. Yeah, man. Results and how
Result.
they look. But
Yeah.
yeah, main result. If them don't
Result
get on results,
and quality of ball. The quality of the team as far
you
as the
see,
way they play.
Lee, we gone past the 1 hour me designate, but me, after me go through all of this, I'm going to hit you with something and you're not going to believe. Um, we're among the top teams in netball with our limited resources. Ah, you know, Horace, I wouldn't want to go there with netball, you know, because about 5 or 6 teams in our world can play netball. Or should I say have any ratings at all? But that's fine. You're right. You're right. Not related at all. All right, good. Exam type, I'm asking. Exam type question. Look, listen, me can do paper again in a budget. All right, so up and through. So, Mr. these are some of the things that we look at. Dame, Forrest, and all the crew. What I want to look at, not that, is that how do we move forward? We have spent a whole hour um, and Mount Pleasant and the new, what did I say, coach and the direction to which they are going. But I'm saying, I'll promise you, ladies and gentlemen, that by the latest Monday of next week, we'll have Mr. Paul Christie, the sporting director of Mount Pleasant, to come and give us the real story about the direction to which they are going.
But sorry. But earlier you'd have stated that you and Errol Thomas are good friend. You got to bring him on the show.
All right.
Mm.
Um, I don't sure if I will have him right now.
Yeah, man, more have to ask him what plan he have going forward with Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, man, I can ask him.
No, more he
I'll,
can't
I'll,
on the show.
I'll send him an invitation. I mean, with what's going on now, I think they will kind of hold off to certain things.
Yeah,
Because I
but
have a,
give him time for
yeah,
get
man,
used to him team and get comfortable, don't
RR up and running the boss. Whitmore is the most successful local international coach. You're so right, my boss. But RR, you come a class late in a class, I got done by you. But, you know, schoolboy football coming up, and I've promised that this month, June, I'm going to start with some preseason interviews and so on. I have a very interesting
Yeah,
season
but look,
coming up.
yeah, I mean I cut your arm sorry for a minute, but look what they just read what they just post.
Mhm. So you're saying that based on what was just said, then it means that Lenny Hyde is the best coach in Jamaica based on the brand of football his teams usually play.
So the problem I have with that though, you know, sorry,
Mhm.
right? With him mentioning Lenny Hyde. Yeah, Lenny Hyde do a good job with his schoolboy football playing that brand, but me not see him doing it where my coach for where team him that coach the other
Don't be
day.
holding.
Dumby Holding. I don't see Dumby Holding playing that style of football. Why? Why is that, sorry? Explain
All
to
right.
me why
Two
that. He
reasons.
can
Two
get
reasons.
Clarendon College to play a certain brand of football where everybody fall in love with. But he can't get Dumby Holding if make two good
Yes,
pass.
because no. Don't say that, Mr. Lee. I've seen double holding playing some of that level football. The difference is
Well,
he
when we
has.
see them play, we don't see them do nothing sorry. So maybe a different game may watch.
All
Yeah.
right. Fair enough. Maybe me that drop asleep,
Yeah.
but are you drop asleep?
Well, either way, me didn't see them a play no brand of football. I was
But
disappointed. But go ahead now. What you say?
question with Lenny Hyde. I've been playing on colleges. Have these boys for 3 years, 2 years playing together.
Mm.
Don't be holding me have them for some months.
So it's a game time.
Give him time.
All right.
What's that? Yes. So give him a couple more time and hope that he has those players. All right.
Yeah, because the Chapeltown Maroon they not played no ball neither.
Surprisingly, sir, again, he started chapter Maroons not at the start of the season either. And remember, the problem that he has, he never got the players that he wanted to play for Chapter Maroons. which were most of the schoolboys we had played. So that
So
again takes time.
so you see what gonna happen with Lenny Hyde now in a study going forward, right?
Mhm.
The great job he would have done with Clarendon College, playing, winning what they
Mhm.
was winning and playing, certain brand of football we all fall in love with. There's pressure on him now. Everybody gonna expect him. There's certain expectation of him now that wherever him land, we want to see the same thing I want.
But let me tell you
And
something. I
that
want
I
to
could
say,
put some pressure upon him too, because if him team them not perform that way where we are expecting, we are gonna say boy him not do a good job.
again, you are Lenny. You and Lee start something that I wanted to touch on. But the point I'm making with Lenny Hyde, to get the team playing that way, you have to have them for a good period, yes? Good time. It's not a 6 month business, and every year you have a different set of players. That's important. But I mean, I drop the bank shell, but
But
you and they take it over.
but but,
Come
but
to
so-
can hire Tappa. Listen to her. The thing said this show is a show that fine coach boss.
the man just to give you a little idea, sorry man. Yeah? The man touch pan company I get so sensitive.
We can't who are gonna pay who are gonna pay Tappa, brother?
No people yo.
Pay who?
What you mean? People big and large.
Alliance have to come on board.
Nah man, people big and large and we established man. Pay the coach man.
Tappa, Tappa. We can't pay Tappa, brother.
Okay, for Tappa.
What? Listen, I would love that, but we can't afford Tappa. We can't push my luck. Anyway, yes, you need a coach like Tappa. So Lenny Hyde under 18 has done well against the other country despite the 10-1 defeat. Or so I have to carry that man. Yeah, so
Hey Len, they get beaten 10-1.
yeah man, they're the
I will
team
beat them
that he
10-1.
traveled with
Eh?
is an under 18 team that he traveled with is it Turkey? Right?
When was that?
Just the other day, man. Yeah man, just the other day, a few weeks ago.
Eh?
Maybe Lenny is just a great coach. Yes, but Lenny had won the Premier League with about two different teams already, you know.
Really? As a
Yeah, man,
coach?
as a
As
coach.
player?
Coach.
Coach? Oh, okay, okay. I, mean,
Yeah,
I,
man.
I,
So,
I didn't know that in a sorry.
yeah, man, Lenny win
That's
Premier League
yeah.
already, man.
Oh yeah, so that's news to me, man.
So, it's not him win Premier League and him win schoolboy football. So, you have to give him
No,
thumbs
I
up.
mean, know him in schoolboy football, but we never know he won Premier League as a coach.
Yeah, man, he won the Premier League as a coach.
Oh, okay, then I ain't good then,
Alright.
man. You got me vote of confidence, man. Yeah, you do good thing.
But a good youth coach. Good youth coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, Mali defeated them 10-1. Why am I tell you? So, it's why he lost the job. Money, oh. it's 30. It's 30. Yeah, man, he's 30. But what I want to end the show at, as I mentioned, schoolboy football. Look out, people, for the pre-season interviews, interaction going into the schoolboy football, man in the Lancaster Cup, and the Cyprus. But listen what I want to say. There's some news. Let them move this thing and class. This is like the type of breaking news that I'm going to talk about. No? Some news, Mr. Lee, that Lenny Hyde is not comfortable at Clarendon College at this time.
Well, honestly though, sorry, I think lady should change now and a coach company. What do you think? Hey, Tom Strange, I don't want to hear that, Sorry, Tom Strange, that's a check in, You don't want
Well,
to hear that.
but
In a
I'm
chat,
still
man. In a chat, man. You don't want to hear that. Tom, yes, Lenny, I got that company.
because I'm coming here, my shopping man. I can't hear that thing. You know.
Tom, Tom,
Big up yourself, Tom.
breaking news.
Tom, you
Well, Lenny,
post.
sorry, I dropping out. So
So
Lenny, no comfortable on Clarendon College, no, Tom Strange.
I
You hear
don't
that?
know why. I don't know why, but this news coming in that teacher Lenny is uncomfortable
Hey, but that time for
at
your
his
change,
alma
oh.
mater that he has done so well.
Yeah, that time for
So
your change,
people,
oh.
look out. We're gonna bring some more information for that. Tom, I see you're just coming in, but I'm not taking not even a minute more. People, it was a very good night. An hour and 15 minutes discussing what has happened at Mount Pleasant. Mr. Lee, Your closing statement, sir.
Yeah, man, it was another nice show. Sorry, it's been a while, but did enjoy the show and big up to all of the person that the chat who turn out to come support you in the night.
Yes.
Yeah, big up yourself, Tom Stranger. Hey, I joke in my make ball any man. You can't sleep well tonight.
You think a joke? Better do research. I'll let you if you go for R, but you want to go for Tappa. Tappa ever win schoolboy football.
Hey,
Anyway, have yourself a pleasant night. You and Mr. Lee. Bless up yourself to everybody. So, yes, or a Storm just coming in. RR, big up Dean. Blessings, man, and continue to join the show. All right. Knock wherever you are. I don't know if you're going to your bed, but bless up yourself. Carlton, D. Cardova, and D. Carvoda. Carl, is the man switch around power and answer nothing, I think. Mr. Lee, it was a wonderful night, and I promise you, people,
yeah,
I
man.
want to join me tomorrow night. Tomorrow night should have been, will be. Yes, Mr. Ethan McNamee, who will grace us. He is one of the 2024-25 JTA presidential elect. So come on, join us tomorrow night for you to learn some more about Jamaica and the teachers. All right, big up yourself, Mr. Lee. So people, thank you very much for joining. Remember, before you go, like the show, yes, and if not, if you have not yet done so, subscribe and share the content. This is what I'm saying. Goodbye and to see you once more tomorrow night. Mr. Lee, make sure you join me. You know, that you don't
Yeah,
know.
man. Yeah, man.
People,